Welcome to Buck's kitchen. What are you making?
I'm gonna make a dessert for my sweetie pie because she loves to fill her tummy with the yummy.
What do you got there?
This is a Baker's unsweetened chocolate that we're gonna be using today. By the way, if you notice, this is extremely official what I'm doing because I have my chef jacket on. Chef Buck is here. Don't be jealous. Chefware.com, you can order your own. We'll also be using powdered sugar today and something a little more unconventional that a lot of people don't expect. Follow me. We'll be using store brand biscuits. Any idea what I'm making yet?
No clue.
Okay.
Enlighten us.
Alright, well, why don't you just follow along and watch as we go through step-by-step process in making a homemade, delicious dessert.
Great. I can't wait. So what are we doing now?
Alright, first I'm going to take some butter. Come on over here and let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take about a stick of butter and put it in a pan. I know what you're thinking, that's a lot of butter, but this makes a lot.
Pretty healthy.
Next thing we're going to do is not only melt this butter here, but we're going to start taking our unsweetened chocolate and we're going to get that melted down as well in the butter. Also, we've got some evaporated milk here that we're going to use to make this chocolate sauce, which is going to accent our dessert very nicely today.
Now, how many pieces of chocolate are you using?
Right now I'm starting out with 4, and then I may add more later depending on the thickness of the sauce.
Okay.
What we'll do, we'll even put some powdered sugar in there.
It's looking pretty sweet so far.
Just wait till this is done.
So how's it coming along here, Buck?
So far, it's looking pretty good. I'm starting to get a smooth consistency with the powdered sugar and the chocolate. I'm going to let you get a little taste test here. Now, it's really important, while you're working on your chocolate sauce here, you want to start heating up some oil for the second part of this delicious dessert. We'll bring you more in a couple of seconds.
Tell us about your progress.
Well, the chocolate sauce is done. In fact, I want the camera person, who happens to be gorgeous, to try the chocolate and see if she likes it. So why don't you come put your finger here, and I'll take over the camera.
Okay.
Give it just a little sample.
Is it too hot to touch?
No, go ahead.
It's delicious. I can't wait to try the end product.
Pretty soon you're going to start to figure out what it is I'm making. See, the camera person, Allie, doesn't know what I'm making. Do you?
No, I have no idea.
And you still haven't figured it out yet?
No.
Okay.
Woo!
Little air pressure. So you want your oil around 300 degrees, and you want to make sure you keep your chocolate low because you don't want to burn it.
Okay.
Okay, so we have just a regular can of biscuits. And you want to heat your oil up, but you don't want it to sit too high for too long.
It's like biscuits and gravy, but the gravy is the chocolate sauce.
Not quite. The camera person, who happens to be gorgeous, just took a guess at what we're making. What did you say?
Chocolate covered donut!
You're right. Okay. So, you're going to take your dough and place your fingers through the middle, separating the dough.
So does this mean we're going to have donut holes too?
Well, if you'd like, you could.
Oh.
But
I see.
Remember that the dough expands.
Right.
So you want to make sure you get a big enough hole. Now you can do them all at once. If you'd like, I can make you some donut holes. In fact, we'll make these 2 donut holes. How about that?
Okay. Just for experiment purposes.
Sure. Now you can, in this pan, you can only do about maybe 3 at a time. I've already put a test piece of dough in there to make sure that the oil's hot enough to cook it. So why don't we just give it a shot with our first 2 tests. Be careful of the oil when you're putting your donuts in. There they go. And you'll be surprised how quick these will cook up. Already they're plumping. You want to make sure that when you're cooking that you flip them over quickly, because if one side becomes more cooked than the other, they'll become too heavy and they won't want to flip. So already, look, you have two golden, beautiful donuts.
Those look delicious.
Take a zoom in on that. Next, I'll show you how to apply the chocolate.
Nice and healthy at 10 p.m.
We're about to complete the process in the homemade donut extravaganza. Our chocolate looks like it's pretty well. So, we're going to take our donut, which is nicely cooked, and just gently place it in the chocolate. Now, Allie probably would say forcefully place it in the chocolate.
Cover the entire thing, please. Look at that. Wow.
Well, we're coming to an end here, but I'd like to show you these wonderful little donut holes that Allie wanted to make. These are going to turn out delicious. But before we're finished here, I'd like to show you one last little idea. Let's take these out, make sure they don't burn.
Look at the donuts.
Maybe you're not a chocolate lover. Some people aren't. One last idea is to take your fresh donut and place it in a bag filled with powdered sugar. And you know what we have?
What? A powdered donut.
A powdered donut.
Alright, check that
Ladies
out.
and gentlemen, we've just made homemade donuts. I hope that this recipe brings love and joy to your family as much as it has to us here.
Delicious and nutritious. Great job, sweetie.
Do you like it?
I love it.
We're going to see these donut holes one more time.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Look at these. These are pretty awesome.